All right. Hello, 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 everybody. I'm just going to double check my audio because, yep, it's working. All right. Um, Thank you guys very much for being here for the 12 weeks of Christmas. We are doing video number 5, and I forgot my water. I've tried so hard to remember all the things to go from the desk to over here with what I need. So I'm going to go get my water real quick. But I have been talking a little bit today. So my guess is, knock on wood, I have some wood right here. The computer is sitting on some wood that I'm not going to have a coughing fit. So let's cross our fingers. Okay. Today's card is a Christmas card. Why? Because we're doing 12 weeks of Christmas. But everything that we're using today is not like overtly Christmas. So even if you have stuff that doesn't scream Christmas, we could probably turn it into a Christmas card with a few colors and whatnot. So let me switch cameras. I hope everybody is having a fabulous paper crafty fun. I was gonna say Wednesday because that's the day that I record these and that they come out, but I don't know when you're watching this. Couple of housekeeping things. If you're watching this in October of 2024, Stampin' Up! Is having a fabulous deal. To join Stampin' Up!, you get $155 that you get to pick for $99 and free shipping. So if you would like some information on that, just shout out, comment, reach out to me. I'll answer any questions you have. Okay, so the designer series paper that we're going to be using today comes from the mini holiday catalog. I guess I can get rid of that, which is good through December. We're going to be using Ness of Winter. This is a suite. It comes with lots and lots of goodies. We happen to only be using the paper today and the bling. Yeah, paper and the bling today. This stamp set actually has no Christmas greetings in it. It's just kind of a. I have some samples that I'm going to show you using the stamp set and all the goodies. But today's card, we are going to be making this guy right here. And we're going to switch it up just a little bit from actually the sample that I just made like half hour ago. But you see here we have a plaid embossing folder. We've got some circles, paper. We're going to do some fussy cutting, so bear with me. But then on the inside, I did pull a Christmas stamp from another set that I'll show you. So let's get started. I'm going to set that somewhere so I can see it. Okay, for our card base, we are using Real Red. It is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and we're gonna fold it. I was asking my the ladies that come to my in-person classes, which fold of card, like if it's just a basic folded card, which way do you like it best? And a lot of them said they like it this way, when your paper's cut this way, versus your traditional, which I've tried to show. Figure out if I have a tradition, like versus this way. So, but I think this is how I really prefer, so that when it sits on the table, it sits like this. I think this is my favorite. Okay, so that's our card base, Real Red. And I have Real Red, again, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to do some embossing with the machine. So I have the Forever Plaid. This folder is huge. I mean, you could, in class, we do 2 of them at a time. Okay. And then we're also going to take, this is basic beige. And I hope, do I have the light on? I do not. Why is it so dark? Let's see. There we go. Is the light on now? Yes, it is. Okay. This is basic beige, and I just happen to have some of these cut out on my desk. So this is, it's not from the Spotlight on Nature dies that I'm going to show you in a minute. It's from something else. Maybe Stylish Shapes, maybe. Okay, but we are going to emboss this guy with the Snowflake Sky. Okay, so let's get our machine over here so we could do some embossing. Now, let's see that light. Okay, did you guys know that there's this black line on all of Stampin' Up's embossing folders? So sometimes it doesn't matter like where you put your paper in your embossing folder to get the texture that you want. For this plaid guy, I want it pretty straight. So we are going to put your paper up against the line like so to get it straight. Now we're going to do the sandwich with the platform. You always want to put your seam, okay, your seam in first, and then we're going to get the dark gray cover. We're going to run this through the machine like so. And one of my cameras is not working, so I hope it's working for the recording. Okay, so ooh, isn't that pretty? Look at that texture right there. Okay. And let's do our circle. Oops. A little crazy here. What did I do with our circle? I just moved it. Okay. So this guy, it's like snow is falling, I guess. I don't know. I've only lived a couple years of my life where there's actual snow falling. But this is just where you kind of want to put it with the seam going first. So, okay. So that is all the embossing I think we're going to do. Now, let's do some die cutting. So, put this guy away. Okay, so die cutting, we're going to need some, we need number 2, and we need an acrylic plate. So, I pulled out the, get rid of those. This is Spotlight on Nature, a bunch. It is a bunch of circles, and by a bunch I mean, I'm gonna guess 12. Yep, 12. 12 different circles with different cutouts. These are really cute. And we're going to be using shaded spruce. I just have a piece of scrap here for shaded spruce. Oops, put that down. And maybe we'll hold on to it like this. Then I have another circle. Oops, we're gonna punch out. You guys see how there is some red stuck in there? Can you see it? There you go. We're gonna punch those out. Sometimes they get stuck in there. There we go. You can also use the brush, like I typically do the brush first to get all those pieces of paper out. And then if they're super stuck in there, I just used your little pokey tool. Okay. So we are going to be using Basic Beige. Now this Basic Beige is a fairly new color in Stampin' Up's lineup, and I like it. Oops. It's definitely not as stark as Basic White, which there's a time and place, and I love Basic White, but sometimes like you just want something a little bit calmer. So let's see. Is that right? Yeah. We are going to cut out these circles like so. Then to take both guys. Somewhere I brought a magnetic plate over here so I could just throw my dies on it, but I don't know what I do with it. All right. Let's get the machine out of here because that is it. Okay. Now, see those little guys right there? We're just going to poke these guys out. Like so. Toss that over there. All right. So we've got those pieces. What else do we have? Oh, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to do some fussy cutting. Do you guys know what fussy cutting means? If you do, let me know in the comments. It's kind of a love, you love it or you, it's like that TV show, Love It or List It. You either love it or you hate it. I go back and forth, really. I don't mind it. I like it sometimes. So, why is my one camera frozen? Oh, let's cross our fingers. There we go. Okay. So this paper, Nest of Winter. Okay, see this right here? Of course, it's got the cardinals. We all love our cardinals, right? To help us remember people. But so here's the paper. It comes 12 by 12. I believe it's $12.50 for a pack. But it's really cute. And I thought it was perfect because I just came back from the mountains. So it's very kind of woodsy, wintry, which I froze up there the first couple of days. It was very, very cold in the mountains for me. Okay, so we have this paper here, and I kind of put little Post-it note arrows to remind me of which ones I could cut out. I could cut any of them out, obviously, but I wanted something a little more Christmassy. If you see my sample card, I cut out he is yellow and blue-ish. And after I cut him out, I was like, well, I'm just going to use them. But I really did kind of want more Christmas colors. So what I'm going to do is we're going to fussy cut. Fussy cut meaning we're using our paper snips to cut an image out. Like so. And I'm doing it kind of the way I want it, but kind of loosely too. I will go back around and maybe cut off some more white. But right now I don't want to waste any of the other birds. So this is what I'm doing. Like so. I remember growing up, my grandma, one of my grandmas anyways, always had cardinals. And I always thought, why does she always have cardinals? And then she's passed away for many, many years, but now I see a cardinal and I always think of her. All right. So yeah, you guys definitely let me know. Are you a fan of fussy cutting or not? Are you willing to give it a try? Let's see. These paper snips make it really easy. If you've ever seen any of my other videos, I always comment how sharp these guys are. Super sharp. Don't be careful. Don't cut yourself with them. All right. So we're just kind of loosely going around branches. This does not have to be, there really is no perfect here. Just kind of getting rid of some of this extra white. All right, we're gonna Get rid of those scraps, like so. Now, let's get ready to start building this card. But first we have to stamp. Of course we have to stamp. So I'm going to stamp the word hello onto this basic beige. And I'm going to use real red to do that. I pulled that from this stamp set. It's called Wonderful Thoughts. Do you guys ever buy stamp sets just of words? Sometimes I feel like we need I love all the imagery, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm looking for the perfect thing, perfect words, right? Perfect sentiment. And this has a lot of them. Thinking of you, much appreciated. So happy that you are my person. What a great like anniversary card sentiment, I think. And then basics, hello and thanks. There's a bunch of other stuff in here too, but I wanted to pull something for the front of the card that was not Christmassy. Okay, we are going to stamp on on our mat because it's a photopolymer stamp. So we're going to go like that, and then yep, that's it for that guy. So let's build the front of our card, and then we'll work on the inside. Okay, we're going to take this designer series paper that came from the Nest of Winter, which is 2 2¼ by 5¼ And so we're going to put that guy on the front of our plaid, our textured plaid, and then just kind of eyeball it, want it in the middle-ish, like so. Okay. Now we are going to, we're going to put this guy on here, and I'm going to use my tape runner for that, my Stamp and Seal, maybe. Yep, there we go, like so. We're going to add dimensionals. Let's see. Yep, we're going to add dimensionals to the basic beige circle. And I just want them on the top and the bottom because we're going to pull some ribbon in from, I think this is an annual catalog. It's silver and white. You guys see that? Oh yeah, there you go. So it's kind of see-through. We're going to wrap it around the whole first, like the whole layer of the card, right? And we're going to tie a bow because of course we are. So let's tie a bow. I'll cut it just because it's easier. And I want the bow on the left-hand side. All right, so probably should be giving myself a little bit more. There we go. Okay, we're going to, what I do is I just kind of squeeze the paper, and so that I can move my bow where I want it. And there we go. We're probably going to trim the ends a little bit, but before we do that, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put a little bit of seal on the back so that I can stick that ribbon down. And then I'm going to take a glue dot and stick it right underneath the knot of the bow. Oops. Let's see. We're going to pick it up with the pokey part. And then I just stick it under there like that. Okay. Now, what else are we going to do? I'm going to wait a second to trim those to see where I'm going to put everything. I know that I want this. There we go. I want this just poking out a little bit. So just layered like so. So I'm going to add some seal to there. Like this. Oops. There we go. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals right here because I don't want dimensionals. Oh goodness, my hair's falling out. Silly. Okay. I want some dimensionals like to hold it right here. If you put dimensionals over the whole back of this, it's going to be lopsided on the front of your card, and you don't want that. So let's add this guy like so, and then we can take these guys off. I'm probably going to add a little bit of adhesive just so that it gets tacky right here. Like that. Okay. Now we could put this guy on the front of our card. I typically build the card, especially with the ribbon. Sometimes I'll forget to put ribbon on a card if I'm like mass producing. But typically I create the whole card and then like the layer, and then I put it on the card base. Because if you mess up, which most of the time it's fixable, but I don't know, it's just the way I do it. Okay, and I don't think, well, do I want to trim these? Maybe we'll just go a little angle and then angle down there. Okay. So we're almost done with the front of our card. We're just going to add some bling. This is the bling that comes in that suite. And we're just going to go, what are we going to do? Let's put it there. And I think we're just going to put it on the basic beige itself. Like that. Okay. Now for the inside, what I did is I took, this is the one thing that is like Christmas, right? So I took Sentimental Wishes, and we're going to be using let's see what I did. Have a very Merry Christmas. We're going to be using that for the inside. Okay. But I also took some of this paper, which I just thought these little birds are so cute. If you watched any of my other videos, you know paper birds are fine. Real life birds, not so much. Okay. So I'm just going to punch out a bird using my 1 3/4 circle. Whatever size you have would work. And oh gosh, I just had a little heart attack thinking, did I put that on the wrong side of the card base? Ooh, goodness. Okay. I'm just gonna put this little guy right here. I just think he's really cute. I was going for that like strip of green, which I don't think I cut it out. I'm gonna have to get my trimmer out to do the inside. But I flipped it over and went, oh, these birds are so cute not to use again, right? Okay, so this layer here is basic beige. I pulled out Shaded Spruce. Have a very Merry Christmas. I'm gonna put this guy right in the middle. And if you guys just happen to find this video on YouTube, why don't you go ahead and sign up for my newsletter, my emails. I send out random emails, keep you up to date on Stampin' Up. news and information, and I share fun projects. So if that's something you're interested in, just I'll put a link. So click on the link. Okay, we are going to get my trimmer out so that we can add that pretty little strip of green. And I want the lines on it. I don't want it this way. So we're going to do about a ½ inch, like so. And then we're going to add it to the side over here. Maybe, oh, there we go. And that is our card for the 12 weeks of Christmas. I hope this gives you ideas on how to use up some of your stash that maybe isn't, I keep saying overtly Christmas. But you could just add some color to it, right? If you're going for the traditional Christmas. I really do love shaded spruce and real red together. To me, that is the traditional Christmas colors. So let me know what you think of this video, and let me know if I can be any assistance in your paper crafting fun journey. That's what we like to talk about here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. I am here live on Facebook or YouTube where I do a paper project. And yeah, we'd love to have you join the paper crafting community. So everybody enjoy this 12 weeks of Christmas. I will be back next week with another fun project. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, wait. I have samples to show you. I always forget these. Okay. So this sample right here is using the Spotlight of Nature. And then the card opens up this way. And there's your little side where you could put a signature. But it stands up on your table like so. How cool is that? Okay, so there's that one. There's this guy, which is using, again, the Spotlight of Nature, the, what is this called? Snowflake fall, embossing folder. Some of the paper that we used. And so there's that card. Here's a card using, again, the Spotlight of Nature. This is very autumn themed with the leaves. We have this card that is using the paper again. And then I did some scoring with the paper trimmer there. Here's another one. This is basic beige. This card is all basic beige with the Spotlight of Nature circle dies. We had some fun in class, kind of creating our own designer background. And then this guy is using some of the dies that come in that set. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this card. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.